One day on our tour, during the famous Key in the Ignition AA car broke down situ, I took the children to the playground, having a lovely time. Sweet little boy plays with us. And then this little girl comes marching in, chest all puffed out. First thing she says is, "He hates me and I'm really ugly." I said, "Who hates you?" I thought she was talking about redemption. I was like, "He doesn't hate you, he's never met you before." She's like, "No, my brother, he hates me and I'm ugly. He says I'm ugly." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's not true. You're really beautiful." "No, I'm not. I'm ugly." And this just carried on and on. This little 7, 8-year-old girl digging her heels in that she was ugly. And it broke my heart. I couldn't believe it. I was stunned. She was strong. She was boisterous. She was vocal. But her words were being used to curse herself and to defend this lie that somewhere along the line someone had said she was ugly. She had ginger hair. She's like, "I've got ginger hair, I'm ugly." And she had worn this label. And I was so desperate to penetrate into her heart, to tell her how beautiful she was. And I did. I told her, I kept telling her, and I told her about God and that he loved her and how he saw her and also the power of her words. But it spurred me on. This was right at the beginning of our tour. We're on our way up to Scotland still, and it spurred me on for the need to preach this message of true identity in Christ, who God has made us to be, and the power of our words over ourselves and over our others. Because this little girl just was a picture of what can happen when we adopt labels, even at a young age. We make agreement with them. And we build strongholds in our hearts and our minds, strongholds of wrong belief, where we've partnered with a lie and we even agree with it and declare it with our own tongue. And I'm So Many Things is all about taking those thoughts captive, taking those old lies, those old tales captive, the obedience of Christ, and saying, "God, what do you say?" And partnering our tongue, our confession, and our heart with what God says instead. And that can be a reworking process. And for many of us, like that little girl, we've adopted lies at a young age, believed them, even spoken them, confessed them over ourselves. And so it's a process of dismantling those old thought patterns and replacing them with God's truth, which is a continuous, it's a lifelong journey of having our minds renewed to the glory of God, going from glory to glory, becoming more Christ-like in our thinking, which then overflows in our words, in our actions, in our thoughts, in our habits and behaviors, because it all starts in our mind. The battlefield of the mind, and out of the overflow of the heart and the mind, the mouth speaks. So let that little story sober you as well today to the importance of our words over ourselves and over others, over children in the playground. We're passionate with I'm So Many Things to see families equipped to bring their children up in truth, so that when those little lies come in the playground, the mean words come, they bounce off children, because these children 365 days of the year are hearing God's truth. So God's truth over them, true identity, is the most influential voice, and the little lies just bounce off.